Welcome back to AFT Dice League Season 13. It is round 12. We've got match of the round for Brisbane in sixth spot versus Sydney in third at the Gabba. So that game will come very soon. But let's commence with the first game. It is Richmond versus Fremantle at the MCG, 14th of August, 2026. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter's completed. Richmond have kicked 6 goals, 5-41 to Fremantle, 2-5-17. So it's 24 points of difference already. Let's go to the second quarter. And the second quarter, Richmond have put on another 6 goals, 3-39 to Fremantle, 1-5-11. So it's 52 points the difference. All right, at halftime, let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, Richmond have kicked another 6 goals too. So in the game so far, they've kicked 18 goals, 10 to Fremantle, 8 goals, 16. And it is 54 points the difference. All right, let's go to the last quarter to see how much Richmond will win by. And in the end, Richmond won by 29 points. But in the second half, Fremantle have beaten Richmond by 3 goals. Fremantle kicked 10 goals, 10 to 7 goals, 5. Final scores, Richmond 19-13, 127 to Fremantle 13-20, 98. All right. So that puts Richmond in sixth spot. Let's go to the next game. It is Port Adelaide versus Melbourne at Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide, they got a win last week. All right, let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Port Adelaide have kicked 6 goals, 3-39 to Melbourne, 3 goals, 6-24. So it's 15 points of difference to Port Adelaide. Second quarter. Second quarter, very even. Port Adelaide won by 2 points. And it is 17 points of difference at halftime. Third quarter underway. And Port Adelaide have kicked 2 goals, 1-13 to Melbourne, 2 goals, 1-13. That's still 17 points the difference going into the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Port Adelaide have won by 37 points. They kicked 19 goals, 10, 124 to Melbourne, 12-15, 87. All right, let's go to the third game. It is Essendon versus Collingwood at Marvel Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Essendon have kicked 5 goals, 3, 33 to Collingwood, 1 goal, 6, 12. So it's 18th versus 17th. Essendon are looking for their second win for the season, and that will put Collingwood on the bottom of the ladder. All right, let's go to the second quarter. In the second quarter, Essendon have kicked 3 goals, 2 to Collingwood, 5 goals, 3. And it is 8 points the difference at halftime to Essendon. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, Essendon after halftime have kicked 6 goals, 3-39 to Collingwood, 1 goal, 2-8. So it is 39 points the difference to Essendon going into the last quarter. I think they're safe. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Essendon have won by 41 points. Final score, 17-11, 113 to Collingwood, 10-12, 72. All right, let's go to the fourth game. It is match of the round, Brisbane versus Sydney at the Gabba. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, 11 goals were kicked. Brisbane, they've kicked 6 goals, 2-38 to Sydney, 5 goals, 4-34. And it is 4 points of difference at quarter time. Let's go to the second quarter. And the second quarter at halftime, Sydney have won that quarter by 8 points, and that puts them 4 points up at halftime, 67-63. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, Brisbane, they kicked 2 goals, 2-14 to Sydney, 1 goal, 1-7. And it is Brisbane by 3 points going into the last quarter. Final quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Sydney in the end have won by 7 points. Sydney 14-14, 98 to Brisbane 14-7, 91. So that puts 3 losses in a row for Brisbane, and Sydney are on top with 4 wins straight. And that was a big win on the road because Brisbane, they have been tough to beat at home. All right, let's go to the 5th game. It is West Coast Eagles versus Gold Coast Suns at Optus Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, West Coast have kicked 5 goals, 32 to Gold Coast, 2 goals, 17. Let's go to the second quarter. And the second quarter, West Coast have won that quarter by 13 points. They've margin out to 28 points, 66-38 at half time. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, West Coast, they've kicked 3 goals, 6-24 to Gold Coast, 2-13. And that puts another 11 points increase to West Coast's margin to 39 points at 3-quarter time. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and West Coast have won by 63 points. West Coast 19-15, 129 to Gold Coast 9-12, 66. And that pushes Brisbane down to 8th, Gold Coast in 9th. All right, so let's go to the 6th game of the round. North Melbourne versus Hawthorn at Marvel Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, North Melbourne have kicked 6 goals, 2 to Hawthorn, 4 goals, 1. All right, 13 points to North Melbourne, second quarter. And at halftime, it is 5 points of difference. North Melbourne 50, Hawthorn 45, third quarter. And the third quarter, North Melbourne kicked 5 goals, 2-32 to Hawthorn, 5 goals, 5-35. And at 3-quarter time, it is North Melbourne by 2 points. Going into the last quarter, let's go to the final quarter. And the final quarter has completed. And there you go. We've got our second draw for the season. North Melbourne and Hawthorn have drawn in round 12, 15-14, 104 apiece. All right, so that puts Sydney outright on top, with Geelong coming. So if Geelong win, they'll go on top. But Hawthorn, they have lost their first position with 2 losses in a row. All right, let's go to the 7th game. It's St Kilda versus Adelaide at Marvel Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, St Kilda have kicked 6 goals, 5 to Adelaide, 2-14. So it's 27 points the difference to St Kilda, second quarter. And at halftime, it is 31 points the difference to St Kilda, 64-33. Third quarter underway. And the final, the 3-quarter time siren has gone, and St Kilda have kicked 3 goals, 3-21 after halftime to Adelaide, 5 goals, 4-34. It is 18 points the difference St Kilda's way, 85-67. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and we have got another draw. So 2 draws in a row. St Kilda and Adelaide's second draw for the season. They drew early on in the season with Gold Coast Suns. So St Kilda 15-18, 108 to Adelaide 16-12, 108. All right. Wow. That is exciting. All right. So that puts let's go to the next game. It is Carlton versus Geelong at Marvel Stadium, first quarter. And first quarter, Geelong kicked 6 goals, 137 to Carlton. 2 goals, 5-17. So it's 20 points the difference at quarter time. Geelong's way. Halftime siren has come, and Carlton, they kicked 5 goals, 4-34 to Geelong, 2-4-16. And at halftime, it is 2 points the difference to Geelong. All right, let's go to the third quarter. 3-quarter time siren has gone, and Carlton, they kicked 3 goals, 2-20 to Geelong, 6 goals, 1-37. So it is 19 points of difference to Geelong at 3-quarter time. Going into the last quarter, they could be in the minor premiership position after this game. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Geelong have won by 22 points. Geelong 16-12, 108 to Carlton 12-14, 86. And that puts Geelong as the minor premiership position after round 12. All right, we've got one more game left. It is the GWS Giants versus the Bulldogs. Let's go the first quarter. And the first quarter's completed. Bulldogs have kicked 6 goals, 3-39 to the Giants, 4-26. 13 points to the Bulldogs. Second quarter. And the second quarter, it has, the siren has gone for half time, and it is GWS Giants in that second quarter kicking 4 goals, 2-26 to the Bulldogs, 3 goals, 3-21. So it is 8 points the difference at half time to the Bulldogs. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, the Bulldogs have kicked 5 goals, 5-35 to the Giants, 3 goals, 3-21. All right, so that so the margin's 22 points at 3-quarter time. Let's go to the final quarter. And the final siren has gone, and the Bulldogs have won by 35 points against the Giants away from home. Final scores, Giants 14-8, 92 to the Bulldogs, 19-13, 127. Wow, we've had 2 draws for the round. The top 8 is Geelong on top with Sydney second. So Geelong have got the second highest percentage in the competition. Hawthorn third after that draw. Okay, Port Adelaide in fourth. So they've won 2 in a row. Sydney have won 4, and Geelong have won 4. And then we've got the remaining 4 teams in the 8. It is Adelaide, Richmond, West Coast, and Brisbane. So Brisbane are in the 8 with 28 points. North Melbourne, with that draw against Hawthorn, are on 26. And down the bottom, Essendon beating Collingwood very convincingly. Collingwood are now in the wooden spoon position. Well, that's been round 12 for AFT Dice League Season 13. We'll see you for round 13 on 18th of August 2026.